Well, hey there. Good morning, everyone. Kay here on my homestead in Tennessee. And I have some good news. I'm just inside warming up after doing a big loop around the property, showing uh, a man around. Showing a man around. Oh. Allow me to explain. So, what I want to talk about very briefly is community. I've talked about this a lot in my videos, especially this year, and how important it is for us to build community, especially if we're doing this sort of thing on our own. You know, you've got to find good help, good, reliable, honest, hardworking, and people with good intentions. And I have been very, very fortunate, and I don't know, God just blessed me with very good people to help me here. And when I was able to finally get my neighbors, I mean, these guys are booked. He stressed this morning. Butch was back over. Butch is starring in my most recent new shop roof video. And I still have to edit the other two, but he was here this morning because when he was here the other day, we had a little break and I walked him around and I showed him some of the things that really need fixing here. I've had a hard time getting the plumber back over here because he took a full-time job. He has a young son and so forth. And so that whole thing is just sort of idling until I can get the plumber back up here. But there are a few things around the place that I need help with that I don't necessarily need to hire a contracting crew and all of that expense. So Butch, now known as Suave or Suave, you have to watch the video. All of his friends are calling him that now. So, and if you watch the video, you'll know why. But he came over today and he brought one of his best friends, and this man can fix anything. He has a number of heavy machinery, pieces of machinery, and he's also mows yards. So this person is really going to be of great service and help to me. I'm so happy. Some of the things we talked about was getting the wood split, because he has his own splitter, and he also has an excavator, and he has a Kubota tractor, so I can get all of those wood piles, mounds of dirt that's just been sitting there for a year and a half, or some of them, dirt and wood chips distributed, moved around very quickly. And also, he said at one place, you know, because the whole French drain thing that we talked about numerous times to help me with the water that's coming off of the hill, diverting it around the house and the shop. I was even talking to Kip about redoing what I had there around the shop because so much water comes down there. And then of course, if you do a French drain, it's all that expense. You've got to dig a trench, you've got to line it with rock, you've got to do this, you do that, put the piping in, which is expensive, cover it all up, etc. And so he literally just dug a trench for a man down the road from me. And he said that has taken a huge amount of water away from his house. And I'm going, how long would it take you to dig a trench? And he said, a day. And I'm going, let's do it. So I am so excited that I have an opportunity to get a handful of these things. He said the best time to do it is now. When you can see in there, you know, in the summer, you can't see what you're doing because it's waist high, green everywhere. So I am very excited that once again, someone wonderful recommended someone wonderful, and I have been blessed once again with the potential for good help. So take a look at Butch this morning picking up my rancher. Butch is stealing my rancher.
We're gonna, I must let you stand on this side of this. So lift it first, and walk it up there. That was good. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Bye-bye, rancher.
Okay, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Okay, my plan is to give it a big time soapy bath,
Okay.
change the oil,
Uh-huh.
change the brake fluid that's in the front hydraulic brakes, pull the spark plug out, look at it, try to find another green neutral light that's missing in the dash.
Ah, okay. Good. Good to know.
See if your battery connections are still clean or if they're rusty, and address that. Fill the tires up with air and bring it back.
Good deal.
And I'm probably going to look at the oil that's in this differential right here.
Ah, yes, the differential.
Yes. So
I don't want you to forget the differential.
I'll be able to work on it on weekends if the weather will allow, but I'll have it back so that you can have it this spring, and you'll be able to drive around and make movies.
Well, now wait. I want it back, you know, so that I can, at some point, so when it snows, I can drive it in the snow.
When I give it this soapy bath, you're not allowed to get it dirty again.
Oh, no.
So
But
that's
I
the
think
game
you get
plan.
your rancher dirty. How many miles do you have on your rancher?
I have 2 4-wheelers, and to make your heart happy, they are both red.
Oh, can you just keep one and I mean, give me one, the red one, and take mine?
So I have a Honda Foreman,
Yeah.
which is the next size up from this one, and it has 9,500 miles on it. I also have a Honda Rancher, and it's red. And it's a new one though. It's an 015 model.
Ooh.
And it has 1,500 miles on it.
Ooh.
I bought it for my girlfriend to ride. However, she's developed a disc. What is it called? Where it pops out?
A bulging disc.
A bulging disc.
Yeah.
And so she has not ridden that Rancher now in 2 years.
Oh shoot! I guess I might ought to buy it from you.
No, I like it myself. So anyhow, I love 4-wheelers. I love 4-wheeling.
Yeah.
And I saw yours, and I saw that it was a Honda, and
I really appreciate it.
I knew that we could spruce it up and get it all ready for you to ride for another.
Well, it was just my lucky day. I got to meet you, Butch, because now you've introduced me to Corey, who's going to be doing some help for me.
Yeah, Cole's
So.
a good guy.
Yeah, I'm excited. And so he offered to take my rancher and completely spruce it up, check everything mechanically, give it a good wash, and as he said, and I said, go for it. Fantastic, you know, because I have been sitting here for 1.5 years thinking, if that thing breaks, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know how, I don't have a trailer. I can't take it anywhere. I mean, and this just dropped in my lap. So I'm very lucky, and I realize that. So that's in play. And then some of these other big items, but they're one-offs, you know, just fix this, fix that, not big projects that you have to have a construction crew come in. I can't afford that. I can't even afford to get that shop painted right now, and they're not even available. They're not, the first minor break they have is in March. I was so fortunate to get that 3-day window when they were between stuff. And I got them over here, and the weather, you know, it rained that 4th day. I'm just, I'm over the moon happy about it. So if you are like me and you need good help, community is where it's at. Start talking word of mouth every time, even if it's the mailman. You know, I know if you've lived in a place for a long time, you've already surmised what the potential is for good workers. So it's different for me. I'm coming new into an area, but I have to believe that there are good people everywhere. I have to believe that want to work, that want to do a good job, that want to be recommended to other people. And it's just a question of talking to the right people and finding them. You know, so every opportunity you have, say, hey, I really need such and such. Do you know anybody? You know, I need my windows washed. You know, you can find people on Nextdoor. That's an app on your phone. You can check that. But all of those people need to be vetted. I had one person come here that I met that way, and I was like, oops, this is totally the wrong person for this job. And so I highly recommend that if you contact someone through Nextdoor or possibly Craigslist, that you vet that person first. You know, get recommendations, and but the best way I found is word of mouth. Somebody's done something for somebody, and that somebody comes and does something for you, and you go, well, you know, by the way, I have this problem. And they go, well, I think I have somebody that would be good for that. That's how I found my tree person. That's how I found all kinds of people. So I hope that's helpful. And I just wanted to touch base real quick and share that with you. And if you are like me and you're trying to do this on your own, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, scroll down and click all so you won't miss an upload. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Have a great day. I just kept saying, what on earth am I going to do to get that thing worked on, you know, if I need to. Oh, they've been busy this morning.